But then the other piece of the puzzle is I want cops to understand that you can have an exceptional career. You can have a badass career, an epic career, like all of these things. You can have that, but you can also have a great family, a lasting legacy through your family at the same time. In fact, I would argue that if you prioritize the family piece, the job piece will fall into place kind of by default, because if you have everything in place at home, if you have your priorities in order, if you know what you stand for as a person, as a parent, as a spouse, as a friend, child, all of these things, then you're going to be able to show up as a cop that much better and that much more even keeled and navigate not only life, but your career that much better. And I want to ensure that cops understand that all the running and gunning and focusing on climbing the ranks and getting to brass and all of these cool badass things are not going to last if the other piece of the puzzle is not put in place.
For sure. Two things, Catherine. One, I want to just say this, and I have a question about the gun because we had a story, and I'd love you to share that with Mo. But what I like about what you're doing, it's a non-threatening way. It's almost like I call it therapy, or we talk a lot about mental health and stuff, but a lot of it is suicide prevention and things of that regard. But it's a non-threatening way to start putting things in perspective while in the profession without having the stigma affiliated with it. We talked about it before, where cops have this stigma about going to mental health, but they don't care how many divorces they go through, whether or not they talk to their kids, or how much they drink every night, as long as I don't go have to see a therapist, right? Or self medicate, things of that nature. So, to me, what you're talking about with your speaking and your training and the workbook, it's a non threatening way to start taking self reflecting a little bit. And so I wanted to put that out there. But you told a story, and it has actually stuck with me since you started talking about, because I was like, damn, I wonder if that. I actually had to go talk to my kids about it. You were at a doctor's office and they were
Oh,
asking,
yeah.
"Oh, are there guns in the house?"
Yeah.
I don't want to tell the story for you, but Mo,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about this.
Yeah. Yes. So I will say, just to your first point, yes. And that's kind of by design. Like, because the other thing too is like it doesn't need to be that dramatic. It doesn't need to be moving mountains. Like a little bit can go a long way. And that's, we can talk about the workbook later, but like that's something that I put thought into when creating the workbook, because like the last thing I want to do is put more on a cop's plate. Like there's enough going on.
That's why you're an
And
author.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
um
inside thing.
and yeah, like just a little bit can go a long way, whether it's a little bit to take care of yourself or a little bit to spend more time with your kids. Like it's gonna make a big difference, and that'll start the snowball effect.